Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Great League Remix, and let's see what we're going to be running here. We're going to be trying out the Defense Deoxys here, paired with the Greninja and the Tropius. We got a decent lead here, as we are going to be threatening super effective Psycho Boost. However, they're going to be able to throw the Dragon Claw first. We're going to throw this Psycho Boost immediately. This Psycho Boost will get some huge damage or get a shield, and we do grab that first shield. Next move does get fired up, does reduce damage, but still super effective. Trying to get to another Psycho Boost. Doesn't look like they allow us to get there, so we're just going to shield, and then we're going to throw the Psycho Boost to threaten potential KO, even though this is double debuff. So we do grab two shields right there, unable to farm them down. Now it's going to come back in with our Tropius here. This Tropius is going to tank a Brick Break, so we do get them to use some inefficient energy. Switch out into the Greninja. Looks like they have the Mandibuzz for this Greninja. You take the Aerial Ace, and now we're just going to throw on Ideal Timing. This Hydro Cannon here will not KO, but it will do a good amount of damage. We are going to be able to get to another Hydro Cannon. This Hydro Cannon gets this Mandibuzz into the red. The question is, do we shield here or do we let it go? We decide to just let this go, and they end up having the Empoleon in the back. Empoleon here is going to be able to get to a Drill Peck. We shield that, and now we just try to build to two Elite Blades. Here goes the first Elite Blade here. It does not KO. However, the next Elite Blade will, and then it's just a race to reach the next move. Mandibuzz or the Tropius, who's going to be able to get to the move? They are able to get to the move here. Does the Aerial Ace take us out? No, Tropius is able to tank it. So kind of two tanks here, two flying tanks, and we are able to win that game. GG's to our opponent. On to the next game. So yeah, we got an interesting core here with the Defense Deoxys paired with this Greninja, and then we have this Tropius kind of as our last Pokemon. Here we have to switch out into the Greninja facing the Jellicent, and then we get a better matchup here. The Carbink does have the bulk, but it's going to have to tank a bunch of moves here. We're going to threaten a KO or a shield just like that. Our opponent here is going to be able to reach a move here. We are going to shield because we're going to be able to outpace them really quickly here. We throw on Ideal Timing. This is going to be another KO, or it's going to get this last shield. It does get them, so we do flip the switch with our Greninja here, and anticipating them to... Okay, looks like the Dragonair comes back. We're going to go and throw this nice slash. It does a good amount of neutral damage, and now we just have to tank this move here and throw the Psycho Boost on Ideal Timing. The Body Slam does go through with the building up, and then our opponent here does CAP tie the next move. We are going to tank it here. We're going to throw the Psycho Boost. This is going to get the KO, or it's going to get the last shield. Our opponent elects to let it go. We're going to switch out immediately into the Tropius when they have the Jellicent. We do have a move banked, so we got to keep that in mind. Shadow Ball goes through. We are able to tank that. We're going to throw this Elite Blade right before they get to their own move. They tank that, and now it's just a race. Okay, our opponent here is going to throw a move. We're going to shield, and it ends up being the Surf Bait, but that's okay because we are going to get the shield back right here, and we're going to force them to use some energy at this point right here. And then once this goes down or potential bait goes out, we're going to have the move ready with our Defense Deoxys. So Psycho Boost is already prepped. We fire it off, and we are able to take down that Jellicent right there with a combination of Tropius and Defense Deoxys. Jellicent is kind of a difficult Pokemon to deal with this team, but we have to take it down by committee. Next game, we got the Defense Deoxys versus Dickersby. Interesting. They switch out into the Typhlosion, so we're going to go into our Greninja right here. We are going to shield the first one, and then we're going to throw on Ideal Timing here. We are at two moves, but we anticipate them throwing the move, so we're going to sneak in another fast move right there. Double shield the situation, and then fire off our own move. We're going to have two moves for them as well. They decide to let it go. We do get the boost, and that is amazing. Because now this Greninja with this amount of energy versus whatever coming back in is going to have to tank a lot of stuff. Mantine does decide to come in. That boosted Night Slash. We get the second boost. This is going to get the KO or it's going to get the last shield. They decide to let it go, and that Night Slash taking out the Mantine is impressive, considering Mantine is quite tanky. So GG's to our opponent. The boost from Greninja coming in clutch, basically almost sweeping the entire team. It would have swept the team. It would have done a real good job considering we got the boost. All right, here we got the Swampert versus the Defense Deoxys here. We're going to stay in for now. Let's see what they end up doing. They throw this move trying to catch our timing, and then we are going to catch their own Hydro Cannon. Going to our Greninja here, we do tank this inefficient move. They reveal that they have Poliwrath in the back. So I guess it's good that we baited out now. I'm going to go for this Hydro Cannon because we only can get to one move, it looks like. And at this point, since we have some energy on our Defense Deoxys, we'll go back in here. Oh, they are able to CP tie us right here. That is a little bit unfortunate because we do not get this Thunderbolt off and threaten KO. They're probably going to let this go. Yeah, they're going to let it go. But we do get a farm down. That's not bad. We're going to save that energy and then switch out into our Tropius. And unfortunately, it's a Mantine in the back. So they had double water. Double water here is going to be tough to beat, especially since this Mantine is going to be able to tank these moves, especially if they're running Ice Beam. But at this point, I think they can just go for... Okay, they do go for the Ice Beam, but they can just go for Aerial Ace, I believe. The Swampert does decide to come back in. We farm a little bit, and they decide just to sack it to waste our energy. We're going to get to another Leaf Blade here. This Leaf Blade does get one of the shields, but we need to get two shields out of the way. Psycho Boost goes through, gets that last shield. Do we get to another move here? No. I don't think we survive from this health. If not, they're going to be able to... Okay, especially not with the Ice Beam ready, but GG's to our opponent. That was tough. That Poliwrath and the Mantine in the back right there, kind of difficult to deal with for sure. All right, here we got the Shadow Dragonair versus our Defense Deoxys. We are going to be building up. They try to catch the move, but we're going to go into our Greninja now. This Greninja is going to be able to tank this first move. Let's see what they end up throwing. Shadow Ball goes through. Still does roughly 50%, even though we resist it. We're going to get to our Night Slash here. Ends up being roughly 50% as well. So we're going to throw this Night Slash here to threaten KO or a shield. It does get the shield. So we're going to shield on our own here, and then we're going to build up a ton of energy. Throw this Night Slash right before they get to their move. This is going to get the KO or that last shield. It does grab the last shield, but we faint off of the bubble. That was a little bit unfortunate, and now we have to tank this move, I believe. Surf does go through. We're going to fire off a Psycho Boost here. Hopefully it's enough to take it out. It does take it out, and then we're going to throw another Psycho Boost towards this Tentacruel. Our Tentacruel here is possibly in range of a Leaf Blade, and then our Air Slash. Okay, it is in the red, but can we farm down from this range? They go for the Acid Spray, and then they have the Dragonair with a ton of energy. This is going to be difficult to finish off, but we're going to shield here, and then our opponent is able to get to another one. We need them to use some energy. They end up having to wrap. Wow. Okay, well, GG's to our opponent. Unable to win that game right there. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.